What is up, mi gente? This is Hyra coming back at you with another video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the movie I managed to get to see yesterday, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to be reviewing, giving my thoughts on the movie. And for those that are here watching this video and you have yet to see the movie, I would highly recommend go watch the movie first, because this is going to be a spoiler-heavy review. If you don't mind watching, just get an idea of what I'm talking about here with regards to the movie, then feel free to stay here. Hopefully we can get a discussion going. Before I go in, I hope that you guys like my content, like and subscribe, and like I mentioned, comment down below so that we could further discuss regarding this topic. In regards to the movie, my overall feeling about the movie itself, I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I wanted to love it, but I feel like it was forced, or it was rushed. Something about it just didn't click with me. I really wanted to love it, being that this is the last with the Skywalker saga, and I was really looking forward to it. So the first part, the Emperor. Now, I really wish that part of the story was more of a plot twist, more of a surprise. But with regards to his return, I feel that, not that it was forced, but it should have been something that would have been surprising to the audience, because right from the bat, like as soon as the opening crawl comes through, it shows that the Emperor has returned. So right there, they're already setting up, the story and how it's gonna go. I just felt that, that should have been more of a plot twist, but I understood why they went this route. They needed to, I guess, speed up the story, so that they can draw a conclusion to many of the story arcs that were going on in the movie. With the whole Rey being a Palpatine, first off, who would want to sleep with the guy? Because I mean, like how babies are born, like unless he used the Force somehow to procreate. But I don't see that ever happening again, especially being, that they used that in the previous trilogy. It didn't go well with the fans. But regardless, I think that her being a Palpatine, I kind of was expecting her to actually be a clone. I thought that they were going to be using her more along the lines of being a vessel for the Emperor, being that the Emperor was, some being, not a Force ghost, but something that is intangible but was still living, if that makes any sense. Just a different side of the Force. So I guess they took more of a simplistic approach, and making yet another character be related somehow to the past Star Wars characters. So I understood why they went that route, but I wasn't 100% sold on it. With Kylo Ren, I loved his arc, even from The Force Awakens. You could definitely tell that he was just a person that was lost. He was trying to establish himself and be his own. And even though it wasn't really said as to what it was that made him turn his back on his parents, but regardless, his story, I really enjoyed. I think he had the most growth, even though I felt that Princess Leia, played by Carrie Fisher, rest in peace, her using her force powers to try to keep Ben within the light. I thought that was like well played, how they managed to use her in that sense, that the Force, she was giving her own life force to try to keep Ben within reach of the light. And I thought that was fantastic. And even when Ben at the end, which I didn't feel the whole kiss scene, but I understood why they did it. They were just so connected, and I guess that bringing them together and just kissing, I guess, completed that. But regardless, she kept him alive. She kept Ben in the light, and as soon as Ben was done and became one with the Force, you see her wither away, and that was not wither away, but become one with the Force also, and that was just beautifully done. I really enjoyed that part. I enjoyed the nostalgic part of the movie as well. It was just the execution of the movie. I don't know. I felt like it was, a lot of it felt forced, like they needed to speed things up and hurry and finish the story. But it was very nostalgic, regardless of bringing it back all the way to the very end, where Rey went over to Tatooine, where we found Luke for the first time. And I have to say, I got emotional on some of the parts, with the music playing, and just the whole scenes, it was touching. So like I got emotional on a couple of parts. My lady was making fun of me at certain times. She would just turn at me, and I'm there like like just tearing, it's taking the tears out of my face, and she would just laugh at me, and I'm like, shut up. But anyway, yes, I am one of those that cried at movies. I did enjoy the movie, but I wanted to love it. I didn't love it 100%. It wasn't the worst Star Wars movie, don't get me wrong, but it definitely wasn't the best. I would definitely watch it again, just to see things that I missed. Bringing back Lando, that was something. And then how limited, even though they had those limited scenes with Carrie Fisher, I did like. My understanding was that they had a bigger storyline for her, but being that she passed before they started filming, what they did to try to incorporate her into the story, I thought it was well done. So I commend J.J. Abrams and his team on that. And then with the story with Finn and Poe, the trio, if you will, with Rey, just a reflection of the original trilogy with Luke, Leia, and Han. The chemistry that they had, the three of them in this movie, was just phenomenal. Definitely connecting with them. And I think this was the first time we got to see Poe, Dameron, and Rey interact with one another. So I thought that was interesting. You definitely saw that Finn was Force sensitive. He, I think, was trying to tell Rey at a certain point in the movie where they got into that quicksand and they fell through. I think he was trying to tell her that at that very moment, because throughout the movie you could definitely tell that like he had a feeling, like he kept referencing that, he was feeling the Force. So that's it, guys. That's my reaction to Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I would love to hear everybody's comments. Would love to further discuss. Let me know what you guys think. We'll catch you next time. Peace.